Hey Meeker Extreme, this is a little different type of video and really not a video per se, but this is a review of the Lewis Palmer D38 school district near Colorado Springs, actually out of Lewis Palmer just north. It encompasses Palmer Lake and Monument areas of Colorado. So I figured I'd do a little review of the school in the school system for parents that are moving here or new parents, expecting parents by that I mean. And just to give you a little heads up, I'm a little ticked off this morning, and so I typically wouldn't do a review like this, but it finally broke the boiling point, and I am just ticked because here we are on a Monday after the holidays. We thought my daughter would be back in preschool, so I got up, got her dressed, got her ready, ran her up there. She's only there for 3 hours, 2 days a week. And although this is the public school system, this is preschool, which is basically daycare for 3 hours, 2 days a week, at $150 a month. We still pay $150. So they want to treat the public school system as if it's a business, but yet they run it as a public school, which would be fine and dandy, right? That would be fine because you would know what you're getting into. Okay. However, 1 month she didn't even have school because there was 2 snow days. There was some teacher day. There was a holiday. It was around Thanksgiving. And she didn't even have school for a month. And of course they would say, well, weather, we don't know about weather. Kindercare was open. They were taking kids. And the problem is, okay, weather. I can understand that even. But there was still teachers there, because they have what's called a wrap program. So if you pay $650, I think it is, a month, it's all day child care. That's what it is. And that teacher is there. They're actually at the school. And her teacher is part of that and is there. Now, I understand due to laws of Colorado and what have you, they can only take so many kids per teacher. But if one teacher could get there, and at 8:55 in the morning they split up that wrap program, because they actually start earlier too, because it's like child care. It's like going to kinder care. They do treat that a little more business like, in that you're paying money and you're expecting a service. So that teacher has to come in just like a daycare provider at KinderCare has to come in, because kids are still coming, parents are still working. And although we pay a monthly fee, it's like in a gray area with this public school, and they don't allow my daughter to come in. They don't tell the teacher that, whoever it is, when they split the class and they split it to that other teacher, so the ratio per law is correct on how many kids that teacher can have, or child care provider, actually, because they're really not at that point teachers. I mean, I guess they are and they are not. That's a gray area too. But then when they split it, so why don't they make that other person come in early and allow these kids that are part of the part half day, if you call that? It's not even really half day, it's 3 hours at a time, 2 days a week. Or you can go 3 hours at a time all week, or you could do this wrap program, whatever that stands for, which is daycare, probably just their fancy acronym for daycare. And why don't they have that teacher come in? Obviously, the wrap program teacher could drive on the roads just fine. They were safe enough. 16 kids are there in the morning. Their parents were able to drive on the roads. But oh no, although you pay for your daughter to come, she's can't come today, or it's delayed. Oh, but it's delayed for her too, so she can only come for an hour. It's not even worth my time getting her fed, ready, get her. You know how it is with a little kid. To run her up there, to leave her, and then literally come home. Maybe it's 30 minutes at the most, and literally get back in the car and go back. It's just stupid. So they're trying to run this as a business, but yet on the public school system time schedule. So, like, for example, today, which, sorry, I'm flipping through, get my days correct here for a live example. Today, January 4th, the RAP program is in session, but the preschool program is not. But yet you take money from us. And then, you look up, well, she's also going to miss on the 18th because they have some, like, teacher day. And so she's going to miss 2 days this month. What the hell? If you're going to run it as a business, then you need to make sure we get the contracted amount of time. Now, the people that go in on Tuesdays and Thursdays for their split day, maybe we should change our days. I don't know if we can because they might be full on the amount of kids. So those on Tuesdays and Thursdays don't seem to get the short end of the stick as often, because Mondays apparently always has a day off, and Wednesday seems to work out okay. But my point is, we're paying money for her to go to a preschool, and we're just not getting the time. So if you're a new parent or an expecting parent and you've never gone through this, like my wife and I have never gone through this, then this is something for you to really consider and look at and start weighing the cost. We're now at the point where we're thinking just pay more money, maybe go to kinder care. I mean, I'm really on that edge of, what if she goes once a week full time? That's going to be probably better than these 3 hours a time. And there's 3 or 4 weeks a month. Yeah, it costs more, but we're probably not talking drastic much if we just pick something like that. So I'm going to revisit that with kinder care and actually see what it would be, what our different cost options would be, and what that cost, what they would actually do, and if they have spots, they might be willing to work a deal because they're a business, and obviously to fill a spot, even if it's making half as much as they would make on another kid, it's still a spot filled for a contracted amount of time, which that's the one negative. You're contracted in, but you know what? She can go all year then. It's not, and if for some reason we had to like change our day or days, depending what we do, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. We could just be like, oh, well, we can't come in on the 4th. Can we do the 5th to make up her time? And they're going to let you make up her time. Where with the public school system, although they're trying to run it as a business, they're not allowing you to make up any of that missed time, which is really a crock of shit. So, this is just to warn new parents. Hey, this is what you're getting into. Maybe I'll do more reviews. I'm actually amazed more parents are not complaining, or maybe they are, but they haven't really complained in public. Now, I've made a complaint on our neighborhood forum page that we have, but that's limited to our neighborhood. So I'm hoping this might get more views down the road and let parents know. And like I said, maybe I'll do more videos on this school system and the negatives, because, well, we're going to send her for K to 12 or however long we live here, but kindergarten at least, and we'll see. And I can't really comment at this time on the quality of the teachers or the schools. So far, I did talk to the director of the elementary school, and she's definitely going to make some changes as far as orientation goes, because that was not geared towards us paying customers, if you will. It was geared towards K on up. And, really no questions are answered at the orientation if you're in preschool, but she told me she's going to do one just for preschool, which I said, well, yeah, that would be nice because we're paying to come here. We would like to know all these weird quirks you have. And yeah, it might be in your little school booklet, but that didn't make a lot of the wording didn't make sense because it's like, well, we're paying to come. We're not this isn't free schooling. This isn't your public schooling. So a lot of it, when you read it, and maybe I overthink things a little sometimes, but it didn't quite make sense, and you could easily separate and go, well, that doesn't apply to us because we're paying to come here, you know. And you would think it would be more like the RAP program. They're paying, the school's bending over backwards for the daycare people that are there, kids that are there all day for the $650 a month, but for 150 and well, I'm guessing it's probably going to cost. It probably costs $300 a month for the parents going there like 4 times a week. It's probably double, which is really still cheap. So I guess the old adage of you get what you pay for is true. So, anyways, hey, thanks for listening to this, guys and gals, and I hope this gives you some important feedback of how the Lewis Palmer D38 school district works. So, hey, you all take care and have a good day.